Hello guys! Look at this banner right here. This is the new hero that's coming to the game. Is the poison hero. Serpentemis is her name, okay? And I'm going to tell you what you have to do in terms of this new banner that's coming very soon for all of us. But before guys I go here and to talk about this here and so on, well, my channel here is sponsored by ExitLag. ExitLag is an applicative that's possible to download in your phone, so I'm going to show here. This is exactly the applicative that I'm using at the moment here. So the good point about this applicative, guys, is for you reduce or eliminate any lag if you go to play any game, okay? And the good point about this applicative, because you can control everything. The battery that you are spending on your phone, and then have a controllable part of your internal storage and so on. There are many things, many benefits here. You can try this for free for 3 days if you use my link. My link is gonna be available for you. But if you do like to get this applicative, this is my coupon right here. It's Sky Aesthetics. It's the same code that you use here in the game to support me on my channel. Okay, every single month. But if you click on my link for ExitLag, you guys can at least try to see the benefits of this applicative for your phone, okay? But you're gonna have a huge discount. We talk about 50% off or even more, okay? But just do that. And a part of this, guys, BUFFBUFF. Guys, you guys know well about BUFFBUFF in terms of packages right here. I'm gonna leave the link for you buy any package. Many when we talk about this banner here, right? Many people are going to acquire more dices, more resources there. So what I'm gonna do here, before like I'm gonna, as I'm going to talk about BUFFBUFF, I didn't change anything, but I'm going to show here, guys. I'm gonna show here because is a very good point for part of BUFFBUFF, okay? And you guys can get massive discount if you use my link there, okay? But there are many packages available for you, many packages, okay? And then 50% off, that's go 25% off. You know, you guys have to use my link and then see the discount right there. And I'm gonna be saving money when you're gonna be spending anything. Okay, at the same time you're gonna be spending, but you're gonna have a reduction or a discount in the package you're gonna be buying for. So I'm gonna show here. So this is BUFFBUFF. Look at that. You know, BUFFBUFF is right there. So guys, when you enter here, you're gonna see all the packages, even more, okay? You can acquire even hero here, but they have a very good amount of discount. You guys can see the discounts right there, okay? It's a very good amount of discount, you know, but it depends on the amount of package you're gonna be getting for, but just use my link, okay? Just use my link again, happy days for you, all right? All right, back here, guys, back here. I'm going to participate on this banner here because this hero here is going to be the new meta hero for Arena, probably Magic Chess, but you guys can even Vortex. She is a very good DPS dealer. Actually, she is the top DPS dealer for this 7th season now, okay? She's the top one, right? And then, do you know what is incredible about her? Is because in Arena, guys, you just can finish it. You just can, like, how may I say? You can splash there, like smash. Let's say you're gonna smash in Arena there in 1 second. In 1 second, you can eliminate your opponent in Arena. I'm not sure how it's going to be working Magic Chess, but like I think it's going to be kind of the same level. But if you have her aligned with another hero, I'm gonna show here, okay? If you have this hero together with another hero that he's going to be here on the banner as well, this guy here, easy for you, you know, because if you check about this hero here, look at this. Swiftly attack all enemies as the battle starts, and then he's gonna be placing that type of toxin there in everybody, okay? So he's gonna be inflicting three sacks of toxin for 15 seconds. When the hero's basic attacks or skills trigger a critical hit, has a 40% chance to inflict one stack of toxin for 15 seconds. But like he's gonna be doing this since when the battle start. So all the enemy team is gonna have that thing, okay? And then if you're gonna check Serpentemis, that is the new amazing premium hero here. She looks great, guys. Look at this, you know. Like in terms of design, Dragonheir do amazing job. You know, I have to be honest about this point, you know. But like, look at this. And then if you check about her skills, okay, look at this. While Serpentemis is on the field, all enemies have their resistance reduced, okay. So that means that that's a 35% amount there in terms of resistance reduced, okay. She's gonna be applying toxin anyway, okay, and then inflict with serpent spirit. What is serpent spirit means there? She's gonna say here, whenever an enemy unit is beat by toxin serpent spirit, triggers a toxin blast. That's the thing. It's gonna blast there. It's gonna be smashing, okay. Dealing 120% attack derivative poison damage to enemies within 3x3 area. This also applies serpent venom. That is that thing there. That is guys, the derivative damage. Do not forget about derivative equipments, okay? Even enlightenment stuff, okay? And then to the primary target for 15 seconds. Then permanently grants 2 enlightenment to the toxin inflictor and to the hero up to 200 enlightenment there. So she's gonna have a massive enlightenment. That means that her damage is gonna be crazily godness. Okay, she's gonna be like a god tier hero here. Okay, for DPS stuff, you know. And then if you check the ultimate skill right here, look at the area there. Alright, she charges and casts a spell dealing plus 800% attack, derivative poison damage to all enemies, and then transforming the battlefield floor into a poisonous swamp for 10 seconds. While the swamp persists, each time the enemy takes the direct poison damage, there is 100% chance to supply toxin, that right thing right there, okay, for 15 seconds. If the toxin successfully applies, Serpent Spirit additionally applies 10% damage penalty for 10 seconds. Enemies that die in that swamp cannot be resurrected. That means that, guys, there are many players using Mitrasia, okay? You're gonna be able to counter these people that are using Mitrasia in the game, mainly in terms of arena. It's more about arena there. There are many of them, okay? And they use Mitrasia there. So imagine it, but like, don't think that they are not going to get this hero because they are good. They are going for this hero as well. But this hero here, she is going to counter Mitrasia. I think mainly Mitrasia, in my opinion. There are some other people, some other heroes that also resurrect in battle there, but the focus here is gonna be exactly this part of a restoration to revive heroes in the battle. Okay, so if I go here in arena, if you check here the arena, how is the situation there, guys, there are many guys, like this is the thing, okay? So if you check it here, like I don't have Mitrasia, but like he's not using Mitrasia at the moment there, but like look at this guy, he has Mitrasia, Alonso has Mitrasia as well. There are many people using Mitrasia, okay? Many people using Mitrasia for part of arena stuff. But Mitrasia is a god tier. She's a god support hero. She's very good actually, and I think that we are going to have a banner of Mitrasia this season as well, you know. But they decided to bring this hero to count Mitrasia in the game, mainly Mitrasia. But it's like, it doesn't mean that it is only that hero now that's gonna count in the game, because you have another hero here that do that work. But I need to show here. So it's part of the poison as well, okay? So many people used to use this hero before, but geez, I went wrongly in the gallery. So I'm gonna go here in the gallery. So if you go here, if you go to check poison heroes, we have this guy here. Okay, this guy, just with his presence there, he also doesn't allow people being resurrected in battle. Okay, this hero here, I think that's the, let me see here. This skill here. So this is exactly the ultimate skill. What is saying there? Summons. He summons a magic circle at the target location for 8 seconds, dealing 150% attack poison damage to all enemies. While the circle persists, it deals 150% attack poison damage to all enemies every 2 seconds. While the circle exists, enemy units that die within its area cannot be resurrected. Okay, so this hero here do that type of work. Okay, this hero here, you know, so he's also supported here between the poison heroes, but he does kind of the same type of work, but of course that Serpentemis is gonna be doing much better than him. Okay, so that's the thing, right? And so that's the thing, guys. This is the new hero coming. I'm gonna be summoning these. I don't know. I hope that the energy in the game can be good for me this time. I'm not sure, because I got very frustrated with Rena. You know, I brought a video here showing about what I did. You know, but like a part of Horde, you have even 2 other premium heroes there. You know. One of these heroes is this one here. Is this, you have even new artifact for him, a part of Hochadir. But this guy here also do amazing work. He plays loads of poison things, poison debuffs in the enemy. You know, it really works to have him as well. But for sure, the main target is Serpentemis here. Okay, but anyway, guys, just let me know. She's the new meta arena hero. She's gonna be actually a hero that can be even used for dungeons, speedruns, you know, so on. I think she's gonna be useful everywhere. I'm not talking here about the chiefs yet, but for sure, in terms of chiefs, probably we are going to use her as well. All right. But anyway, this is the video, guys. Just let me know your thoughts about this hero, what you guys exactly are going to do. You know, I decided to be in this video because I know that many people, many players are going to go for her, because this hero was a huge revelation in China, and many Chinese players were using her for what exactly I'm saying here: arena, magic chess, and so on. It's your decision, right? But anyway, thank you guys. Just like the video there. If you like the video, subscribe here to my channel, leave your comments, do not forget it there, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.